Why did you kill my son?
I didn't! It was Emily's triplet, Charity. She's been here the whole time. Can you believe that?
This woman was kidnapped, and she was injected with a dose of truth serum. Under the influence and out of her control, she revealed the truth of the 2 murder cases. It turned out that not long ago, Stephanie just came to attend her best friend Emily's wedding, but she successively witnessed 2 murder cases. First, her best friend's ex-husband Sean was assassinated in the hotel. Then her best friend's newlywed husband Dante was shot to death, and she was so unlucky to be regarded as a suspect. During this period, Stephanie found that the real murderer was her best friend's triplet sister Charity. Before she could figure out the reason, in order to avenge her son, Dante's mother tied Stephanie up. Under the effect of the truth serum, Stephanie told the story about Charity. However, Portia simply didn't believe it, because she thought that her son's death was a conspiracy between Stephanie and Emily, so that they could embezzle Dante's property together. So Portia directly ordered her men to deal with Stephanie, since the effect of the drug hadn't worn off. Facing the impending danger, Stephanie was not afraid. Instead, she was in a state of extreme excitement. Just as Portia's men were about to deal with her, Emily appeared in the nick of time. With her mediocre fighting skills learned in prison, she quickly took care of Portia's men, but when Emily untied Stephanie and planned to take her away, she was strongly refused, because she suspected that the woman in front of her was Charity instead of Emily.
No, say something only Emily would know. Prove you're Emily!
We do not have time for this.
Prove it!
Brother fucker.
After some complaining, Stephanie realized that the woman in front of her was Emily, so she didn't hesitate anymore. The 2 of them quickly left there together. When they reached a safe place, Emily told Stephanie all the truth. It turned out that whether it was the death of her ex-husband Sean, or the death of her newlywed husband Dante, it was indeed done by her sister Charity. And the reason was that she wanted to possess her sister Emily all by herself. This twisted love made Emily really unable to stand it, and Stephanie was shocked after hearing all this. However, the things that Emily said next shocked Stephanie even more. It turned out that there was a secret behind why the wealthy Dante married Emily, who just got out of prison. Dante originally had someone he truly loved, and that person was Dante's brother Matteo. But they were from different families, so this relationship couldn't be made public. In order to be with the person he loved, Dante found Emily as his nominal wife. Under her cover, Dante and Matteo had the opportunity to date. This was also the reason why Matteo was very sad after Dante's accident. Stephanie was extremely angry after hearing all the truth, because not long ago, Charity framed herself, and also hurt an FBI agent. For this twisted love, she actually had 3 lives on her hands. Emily also felt very sorry, but she didn't know what to do now. After all, Charity was her own sister. And just then, Emily suddenly received the news that Charity was live-streaming with Stephanie's phone. Seeing that the woman was using her son Nicky as a threat, Emily and Stephanie didn't hesitate. They directly headed towards the location where Charity was. When they saw her son, Emily found that the person who incited Charity to do stupid things was her Aunt Linda. After some questioning, they found out that the reason why Linda did this was that this old woman simply thought that as long as Dante was dead, then Charity could inherit Dante's property instead of Emily, so that she could live a worry-free life in her later years. Emily immediately said that Portia didn't like her at all, and wouldn't give her the property rights. Linda didn't care. She said that as long as Emily handed over Stephanie, who killed Dante, then she would be forgiven by Portia, and she would also have the right to inherit, and she could have a happy life in the future. Looking at Linda lost in her beautiful fantasy, Stephanie felt that something was wrong. If Charity went to inherit the property, what would happen to Emily in the future? After hearing this, Linda smiled and raised her hand to deal with Emily. But this was strongly opposed by Charity, because she would never allow anyone to hurt her beloved sister. Just like that, the 2 of them started to argue. Emily and Stephanie took the opportunity to quickly rescue Nicky. At the critical moment, Charity quickly picked up the weapon that fell to the ground, and shot Linda without any hesitation. Then she pushed the old woman off the cliff. After doing all this, Charity also wanted to deal with Stephanie, but was persuaded by Emily's sweet words. Seeing that Charity was easily influenced by this, Emily continued to brainwash her, claiming that someone had to be responsible for those who died. So in order to make Dante's family let everyone go, just like that, Charity was arrested in the identity of Emily, and took all the blame. Looking at Charity's expression, it seemed that she was very willing to do this for her beloved sister. And Nicky also went back to their home country with Stephanie. Emily planned to let her son live with this good friend. After all, with her current hidden identity, she couldn't give the child a normal life. However, at the last moment, Portia actually found Emily. She learned that the person who was in prison was actually Charity. But Portia didn't plan to pursue it anymore, because she now knew that Emily wouldn't hurt her son Dante. Emily apologized to Portia for Dante's death. Now this mother-in-law and daughter-in-law both lost their son and husband. Portia planned to team up with Emily to protect the interests of the family from being harmed.